let's carry on with this story. Now let's recap and see what we covered in our last episode 7 of this thrilling story of a stranger in familiar skin. After an evening full of revelations about his family's past, John felt a deep connection to his roots, but was left with many questions. The tales of his great-uncle and a mysterious artifact piqued his curiosity. Unable to sleep and driven by a need to learn more, he and his auntie delved into old family photo albums in the Chiluba study. Surrounded by echoes of the past, they discovered a letter that hinted at a hidden aspect of his grandfather's life, revealing secrets thought lost to time as they pieced together their family's complex history, including their involvement in significant events and the enigmatic life of John's grandfather. They were drawn into a narrative of bravery, secrets, and the struggle for independence. The revelations from the night set John on a new path to uncover the truth about his lineage and the mysterious artifact, marking the beginning of a journey not just of self-discovery, but of uncovering hidden truths that could bridge generations. Stay tuned for more as John navigates the complexities of being a stranger in familiar skin. Season 1, Episode 8. After an evening laden with revelations and poignant stories about his family's past, John found himself enveloped in a profound sense of connection, yet brimming with questions. The stories about his great-uncle and the mysterious artifact had ignited his curiosity intensely. Restlessness took hold, preventing sleep from claiming him. Driven by an insatiable desire to uncover more, he decided to delve into the old family photo album stored in the study. John hoped to unearth additional clues about the man he had known as his grandfather and the intricate tapestry of his lineage's enigmatic past. John's auntie, having made her way down the narrow hallway, joined him in the secluded Chiluba study. Together, in the dimly lit room, they continued their journey through the old family photo albums. The air was thick with the scent of aged paper and wood, enveloping each photograph as a frozen moment from a bygone era. As John carefully turned the pages, he was greeted by faces and places steeped in history. His ancestors, whose lives and stories were intricately woven into the very fabric of their family's legacy. The room served as a repository of the family's past, cluttered with boxes and trunks filled with forgotten memorabilia, resembling a time capsule. As John sifted through the albums, he stumbled upon a faded envelope secreted between the pages. His heart raced as he carefully unfolded the letter within, revealing words penned in elegant cursive. The date at the top held significant meaning. It matched the year of the mysterious disappearance of the man he knew as his grandfather. Reading the letter, John found it contained veiled references, cryptic mentions of a hidden truth, and a sense of urgency. The letter hinted at a clandestine world, a side of his grandfather's life that had remained concealed for decades. Reading over John's shoulder in the secluded Chiluba study, his auntie's reaction was a blend of surprise and contemplative apprehension.
"I never thought this would come to light,"
she murmured softly.
"Your grandfather's life was more complex than we ever knew. These secrets, we thought they were lost to time."
The Chiluba, with its walls lined with bookshelves and filled with family heirlooms, resonated with the echoes of the past. John's auntie, holding the letter delicately in her hands, seemed to be transported back in time, her eyes reflecting the memories of days long gone. She looked at John, her expression a mix of nostalgia and a hint of sorrow.
"Your grandfather was a man of many layers, John,"
she continued, her voice barely above a whisper.
"There was much about him that he kept hidden even from us. This letter, it's just a glimpse into a part of his life we barely understood."
The air in the Chiluba study grew dense with the weight of revelations, the heaviness of unspoken history lingering in the space between them. Outside, The night deepened its darkness, weaving through the windows and casting elongated shadows across the room, enhancing the order of mystery as they delved into long-concealed family secrets. "But we can't just overlook this, Auntie," John asserted, his voice imbued with determination. "He was my grandfather, as far as I knew. We need to piece together the entire story." The air in the Chiluba study grew heavy with the tension of unspoken truths. Outside, the evening grew stormy, the distant rumble of thunder mirroring the turmoil unfolding within the Chiluba family's family home. With a sigh of resignation, his auntie nodded. "All right, John, but we need to be careful. Some secrets can change everything." Together, they delved deeper into the letter and the albums, uncovering more than just photographs. Tucked away in the pages were newspaper clippings, old telegrams, and handwritten notes that shed light on their family's involvement in significant historical events, including Zambia's struggle for independence and the recent challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic. The deeper they dug, the more they uncovered about their family's resilience and adaptability through times of turmoil. There were stories of bravery and sacrifice, tales of loss and rebuilding, all contributing to the rich tapestry of their family history. But it was the story of John's grandfather that held them captivated. The letter revealed a man torn between duty and desire, caught up in events that had shaped the nation's history. There were references to secret meetings, coded messages, and life led in the shadows. A stark contrast to the image of the loving and gentle grandfather John had always known. As they continued to sift through the memorabilia, they came across more letters, each one revealing another piece of the puzzle. John's grandfather had been a man of many facets. A family man, a freedom fighter, a man shrouded in mystery. Amidst the old documents, John found a small leather-bound diary. Its pages were filled with his great-uncle's handwriting, recounting experiences in cryptic entries. The diary spoke of a secret mission of hidden treasures and of a burden that had weighed heavily on his great-uncle's shoulders. Outside, the storm reached its crescendo, the flashing lightning and booming thunder mirroring the revelations unfolding in the Chiluba's study. John and his auntie sat surrounded by the remnants of the past, each document and photograph a piece of the jigsaw puzzle that was their family's history. The hours passed as they pieced together the story of John's great-uncle. The man in the photograph, the mysterious artifact, the struggle for independence, and the family's resilience through the pandemic. All these narratives converged, painting a picture of a family that had stood at the crossroads of history. John's auntie shared her memories, filling in the gaps with stories she had heard from her parents. She spoke of the love and pride they had for John's great-uncle, of the pain and sorrow that his disappearance had brought, and of the veil of secrecy that had shrouded their family ever since. In the quiet aftermath of a revealing night, John, alongside his aunt, confronted the profound mysteries of their lineage. The secrets unearthed from old letters and diaries weren't mere echoes of the past, but vital pieces of their identity, stirring a deep resolve within John. He was poised to embark on a mission far beyond the Chiluba study's walls, a quest to delve into the enigmatic past of his great-uncle and the grandfather he thought he knew. This journey, laden with the potential to bridge generations and heal familial rifts, was set to unfold across towns and through epochs, guided by the diary's cryptic clues and the whispered tales of ancestors. Armed with a determination to uncover hidden truths and honor the complex legacies of bravery and secrecy, John was ready to challenge the shadows of history. His path was uncertain, yet his commitment unwavering. As he stepped into a new day, ready to reclaim his family's story and fulfill the legacies left by those who came before him. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the notification bell. Also, please share this story with your family and friends. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to discuss with me about the story, or indeed the series we've been featuring on this channel titled how to build in Zambia while living in the diaspora, do get in touch. I'll make sure to respond to you. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video podcast next week.